How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And before we get started, I want to let you guys know about the private group. Whether you want to be a better trader or a better investor, then this group is for you. You can find the link inside the description. We'll be happy to have you a part of the family. So today we're going to be talking about AMC. We also do know the Conor McGregor fight actually went down last night, and we know AMC was airing it, but I know I need to give you guys an update, especially going into Monday. So first, let's go over the agenda. The first thing we're going to be covering, yes, is the Conor McGregor fight in the AMC theaters and the impact it can have, especially going into Monday. Then secondly, we're going to be doing a technical analysis, taking a look at the price action that we saw on Friday, and also taking a look at past trends as well. In my last video on AMC, I was telling you guys, look out on those dates, do your research in regards to June 10th and June the 15th, and we're going to be continuing on that for today. And then afterwards, you're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know, what are the large scale orders looking like? When we see large scale orders, we know institutions are buying up shares. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's jump into it. So to go over the first update regarding AMC, we have to go over this recent post that came out on Reddit. So here it is. Tyson's Corner, Virginia AMC Theater is sold out for the UFC fight. The atmosphere is electric, and this is the way. P.S. It's my birthday when midnight strikes. So before we go even further, let's send out a big happy birthday to Super Hot Fire. We see you. Happy birthday. Hope you are enjoying it. Let him know inside the comment section as well. So to kind of continue now, this is definitely a good look overall for AMC. They talked about, hey, instead of paying $70 for the pay-per-view, you can come into the AMC theaters and all it's going to cost you is $25. Definitely a great idea from Adam Aaron, and he said, hey, I'm listening to the investors. I'm listening to everyone who has brought AMC to where it is at right now. So this is what we're going to be doing, and it ended up being a success in this particular location, but I could see this actually being successful in other locations as well, and I can't wait until we get that update for the coming week, and I feel it's going to be very positive. They also had Black Widow that ended up being premiered as well, and I'm pretty sure that also did good. So going into Monday, things are looking good. We do have a catalyst, but again, a lot of people are going to be awaiting those numbers, and if they look really good, we could see some strong price action in AMC stock, but of course, it can be open to manipulation. But if you've been in this play long enough, this is something that is not new to you. So if AMC does decide to actually go in this direction and continue to use strategies like these, I feel it's going to help the business overall in general, and also bring more positive sentiment as far as for the overall market into the stock. So now let's jump into the technical analysis. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for AMC. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $46.19, being down 3.65%. On the low, it tested $45.82, and then on the high, testing $48.92. One thing what I want to share with you guys, we haven't done this in prior videos, is taking a look at the volume. So on the Friday, we had 57.85 million shares that were traded. On average, over 10 trading days, we usually have around 80.86 million. So we had below average volume, and it's part of the reasons why we ended up experiencing a slight pullback in AMC stock. We know how key volume is when it comes to equities overall in general. So now let's take this into consideration of the fact that we finished right here in this mid 40 area, which is really good for AMC. We're still trading in that tight range that I've talked about many times on this channel. I also did tell you guys about what happened here back on June the 10th and then going up here to June the 15th. Looks like we're gearing up for a very similar setup. As you can see right over here, we got to around 39. You can see right over here, we ended up getting to around 38, and now we are consolidating right here in the mid 40s. And then when we take a look over here, we can see we got to around 41.89, started consolidating and started building up some pressure until we made that move. So I want to see a similar piece of action like we saw back in June. But do keep in mind of the fact, even if we don't get this, all you really need to do is a buy and hold. But what we do know for sure, we have areas of resistance right here around this $48 level. And of course, we're going to have area of resistance right at this $50 level. It's a psychological level. So once we're able to get past 48, then I'm going to look forward to seeing that move to 50 and then reclaiming coming back up to 52. And you guys already know when we're in that 50 range, we're looking to test and getting into 60, which will be the next area of resistance. We get past this area, then we go to 64, we get past 64, we go to 68, and we get to 72, we can go off to the races from there. So that is something I want you guys to be aware of. So keep an eye on that price action for the week, and I'll continue to keep you guys updated. So let's take a look at the order flow distribution for AMC on Friday. So we could see here on the inflow, we had 624, and on the outflow, we had 588. We had 1 on the large, 488 on the medium, 136 on the small. For the outflow, having 588, we had 3 on the large. The medium, we had 463. And then on the small, we had 122. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see here, we've covered AMC on the channel. So we've already covered the ones that we saw from actually the 3 days starting at the beginning of that 5-day period. So we had outflows, but you can see on the 8th, we had an inflow day. And on the 9th, we ended up having an outflow day. But for the most part, we saw as far as for Friday, we did have lower volume than usual. So we ended up seeing a sell-off. But again, what the price that we're seeing right now, we know AMC's worth a lot more than that. So taking everything into consideration, I'm looking forward to seeing what AMC does for the rest of this week that is coming. And you know what? I'm going to continue to be bullish, but the focus is to buy and hold. We are letting these short sellers know, no, we are not. And I repeat, we are not going to give up. We are fighting for a free market, and this is something that everyone needs to understand if you are part of the movement. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for AMC, I'm definitely looking forward to see what's going to be happening for the coming week. But at the end of the day, you need to have patience if you are inside of this play. The focus is to buy and hold, and we are seeing that especially when everyone was buying up the dip last week, taking advantage of that opportunity, getting AMC at a really sweet price. So knowing that this week is coming and we have these catalysts, things are definitely looking up for AMC. Another thing we also need to understand, I'm not going to be surprised if we see further manipulation inside of the stock as well. But we do know as far as short sellers are concerned, they are still vested in this play. On top of all of the naked shorting that they are doing, we also, when we went on when I checked out Fintel, I saw most recently the short volume ratio was around 23%, but we know it's definitely much higher than that. So this is part of the reasons why we have to continue to use a strategy of buying and holding. And also, for all of the haters and all of the doubters out there saying, well, you know what you're doing is a waste of time, or what you're doing is not working. So if what we're doing is not working, why has AMC been able to stabilize its price so well? Why on dips are we seeing it coming right back? This is just showing you that as far as strength is concerned, AMC has it. And the focus is to buy and hold. And also, as retail investors, we own the float. This is something you need to understand. And if you don't understand that, then it's a good reason why that you're not a part of this movement in the first place. Another thing that I also want to bring to your attention, only be in this play if you are able to. If you're feeling pressured or you have any immediate need for that money, please do not get into this play. This would not be the right situation for you. I want to be clear about that because there's many people who were panic selling last week, selling for losses and so forth. And you just want to make sure that you're prepared mentally so you don't end up losing out like those people that did that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Looking forward to seeing how AMC is done. We saw the Conor McGregor fight. You guys can let me know inside the comments what you thought about the fight. I feel real bad for Conor. Like that injury looked real bad. Like, is he going to be coming back? Let me know that inside of the comment section as well. It was great to see this was a success for AMC, and I can't wait to see what else Adam Aron has up his sleeve for actually improving the overall operations of the company. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.